welcome back to the channel. These days it's all about the latest RLC release, which I'm also excited about, but it's going to be crazy. Overdrive memberships first, then bots, the site issues, and then thousands of collectors like myself, all trying to get the first ever Ferrari release for RLC in the span of a minute. I don't want to talk about that now, I want to talk about the latest Hot Wheels Boulevard Mix 3. Not as exciting as the RLC Ferrari F40, but it has its positives, so stay until the end and pick your favorites. Number 155 is the 2021 Toyota GR Supra, a casting released only in Premium series and it's part of the Fast and Furious series, so it has many repeats in the same color, although no repeats in other segments, and it has been part of Boulevard before, number 96, with a different livery. This is a segment of homages and this Supra has it as well. As you could see on the card, the Richard Petty autograph, and he is a legendary and one of the most influential NASCAR drivers of all time, a stock car racer known as the King. This livery is based on the 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird that he drove for a single racing season in 1970. The color is petty blue, and it's one of the most iconic muscle car in history, and that livery is exactly how you see it on this Supra. Number 43 is also the number that Richard Petty used most of his career, obviously on the different cars he raced. It would have been nice to see that exact Superbird in this set, but unfortunately Hot Wheels have already released it before, in 2011 in the Vintage Racing Premium segment. As much as I am aware of, Boulevard doesn't have repeats. Hot Wheels could not reuse the same casting, so Mark Jones improvised. The 2021 variation of this Toyota is only in premium, but there is also a close variation, the 2020, that was made with a small difference, the most noticeable being the rear wing, and that is a casting we have seen in basic and premium series. Number 154 is the 1967 Jeepster Commando, the oldest casting in today's set, the only one part of the basic series and the only one that has been a super treasure hunt. This casting has been released in the mainlands in 2019 and it's based on the vehicle owned by Alex Earl, who is a longtime automotive designer for the Volkswagen Group and also known for building motorcycles that can endure desert and wilderness environments. There are multiple variations of this Jeep as an homage to his work, including this one. It is really interesting what you can find out with the help of these Hot Wheels cars, history, car culture, themes and moments captured in time. I will always enjoy this aspect of collecting diecast cars in general. This is its first premium release, so obviously it's a modified casting to fit the specs of premium series with high level of details and cool livery with an homage. I would love to have my own car made as a Hot Wheels 1/64 scale version, but mine doesn't represent anything, it's not a piece of history, it's just an old Opel that still runs after 20 years. I know for a fact Hot Wheels made many castings like this, representing different known people connected to car culture. I don't know any right now, but I am positive you guys can let me know in the comments, and if you're there you can also subscribe to my channel, it would help me a lot, considering most of my views come from non-subscribed channels. Number 151 is the 2015 Toyota Alphard, a new casting, one that I have seen many Hot Wheels collectors excited about, more than any other casting in today's set. We don't see that many JDM minivans, but I think we should, as this is the type of vehicle very appreciated in Asia, in cities like Hong Kong, and if Hot Wheels would introduce more of these in their premium lines, many Asian collectors would be very happy. In Europe, I don't feel like they are that appreciated, although they're used a lot, and we have examples like the Volkswagen ID Buzz, one that Hot Wheels already made, Dacia Jogger, a Romanian brand, Mercedes-Benz V-Class and the Lexus LM. The last two are the more luxurious alternatives. Ronald Wang has created a very cool casting with high level of detailing, and in this black color it looks very good, very premium, and again very wanted by so many collectors. The primary market for it might be Japan, but it will probably be sold out in countries like Indonesia, Malaysia and Thailand, where if you own one of these, you would be seen as a person who'd made it financially, something like owning a cool Mercedes, BMW or Audi in Romania, so it might be a status symbol of wealth and high social standing. The Hot Wheels casting might not show the interior that well, but in real life the interior is a first-class luxury one, very detailed, comfortable, and with a high-quality look and feel. It's Boulevard, and probably this is the only segment where we can have castings just like this one, not very known for people like myself, but very important for other parts of the world, this time the Asian market. By now, this set should have arrived in the stores, and if there is one casting from the set to fly off the pegs, this is the one, and you can tell me in the comments, but I don't think you can see this casting on the pegs. I really hope every one of you that want one, get one. Number 152 is the Koenigsegg CC850, the second new casting in this mix, and on the opposite side to the Toyota Alphard. This is a multi-million-dollar hypercar built with high-performance scope in mind, and it has a few groundbreaking engineering features like dual transmission and a perfect power-to-weight ratio. Engine mounted in the middle of the car, having 1,385 kilograms and 1,385 horsepower, although it needs some special kind of biofuel to reach that kind of power. Ronald Wang designed this one as well. Great level of detail, interior is nice with those red seats, and it does have the side mirrors. While this might be my favorite Hot Wheels car of the set, I haven't seen that many collectors excited about it. It has performance, technology, it costs about $4 million, but it's something most of us can never have, so it doesn't build that familiar feeling on a ground level. It was built to celebrate Von Koenigsegg's 50th birthday, very similar to the CC8S in design, but technically based on the Jesko, one that shares similar parts. It has a limited production number of 70 vehicles, but considering the price, I doubt there are more that would buy this car for that kind of money. As a 1/64 scale diecast car is great to own in the collection, even if it will not go that high in value over time. Number 153 is the Datsun King Cab Baja Custom, and this is the second release, or maybe the third, if we take into consideration this has been a chase in its first release. This casting is based on the Datsun 720 King Cab pickup modified for off-road racing, and even the first livery was a reference to the Datsun 720, with the blue and red color combination and the Datsun text and logos. Now, this version in the Hot Wheels Boulevard also has a reference, this time to the Tyco RC car Turbo Bandit, released in the 90s. It was advertised as a 9.6V turbo speed and dual band RC truck. There have been different variations of the RC truck in the 90s, different colors, and I think all of them were popular with kids back then. This exact livery is an homage to one of those, and Charlie Angulo did a great job on it and even added small details like the spare tire on the back of the truck. As you have seen, many castings have a reference like this in Boulevard series, an homage to something from the past, to a car, a livery, a theme that represents something, a small piece of history, and that's why many Hot Wheels collectors really enjoy the Boulevard segment. That's why it got so good, and we had the series going strong since 2020. There are collectors that say the original 90s Tyco RC Bandit was actually styled after a Nissan hard-body truck and not a Datsun 720. It might be true, and Hot Wheels just used the more popular Datsun King Cab with that Tyco RC livery, and this is the final product. It looks great anyways, and collectors that remember the RC Bandit will be happy with it. I enjoyed this set, I enjoyed doing my research on it for this video, and it was actually very fun to make this unboxing. I hope you are as excited to watch, and I hope you found the info I provided helpful. Thank you for watching and have fun collecting.